Waiting for Larks, September 2nd, 2021 at 6:38 p.m. Now it's open.
Loading Heavensward.
We are in loading.
Please be advised, we have gone 5 days without a workplace dust in Ishgard.
Oh well. Seems like Lufanwa, whatever his name is, fell off the wall. So.
Francel?
No, Lufanwa.
Lord Farquaad?
Yeah, Lord Farquaad. No, Lufanwa. I don't know, maybe there should be 3 Wa's.
Doodle Bob.
What's the fakest sounding French we can throw out there?
Horchafon.
Horchafon. No, he's very much here. In fact, I think he's been whining and dining us this entire time. He's been like, I get Warrior of Light all to myself for weeks.
I get Warrior of Light privileges.
They have no choice but to stay here because they're a wanted criminal anywhere else.
And accept all my side quests. Even the mandatory ones that makes them forced to go into Ishgard. They have to go to my room.
Hodgepod's like, I can't wait until you can get into the city. I'm gonna show you my room. And you find out, like, he was, like, the horse guy in high school. Like, he has a whole bunch of pictures of, like, horses and stuff. I guess they'd be chocobos in Ishgard. So there's, like, different types of, like, thoroughbred chocobos just, like, lining the wall. He's got, like, little figurines. He's just obsessed with chocobos.
Man, this fireplace sure is toasty.
So yeah, I lit it on fire earlier.
She got angry.
Carefully placed fire one. She meant to hit the bookshelf, but her aim was too good, and she hit the fireplace instead. She's like...
it bounced off like a bullet. It was like going all across the room, and it finally just ended into the fireplace. Alvin was like, suddenly I'm not so sad anymore. Now I'm just traumatized.
You just walk on over to the liquor and essential oils.
I forgot. I forgot this is Hachifon's essential oils.
Here? He's got jars of pickled something. Bottles of probably oils. Bottles of liquor. I want to know what that blue stuff is.
The blue looks like moonshine.
That blue stuff looks like magic potion mixed with elixir. So it's like Eorzea's version of cocktails. It's like, this will restore your mana and get you turned up. I'm playing a dangerous game. Drinking some tea right before stream. Hoping I won't have to go to the bathroom.
The game is strong. But hello everybody, and welcome to the start of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. What a journey it took to get here.
I'm excited that we're here. Heavensward's my favorite.
You know what's funny is when Heavensward first was going through, looking back on it now, I think I took Heavensward a little bit for granted. Because now looking back onto it, I've like loved it even more than when I was playing it for the first time.
Yeah, I have to say I felt the same too. When I finally finished all of it, I was like, wow. Because it's one of those things where it's like, you need to get through the entirety of it to like figure out all the little bits of foreshadowing they were throwing at you that was going totally over your head at the time.
Oh yeah.
You were just sitting there like, looking around like, what's going on? I just don't want to die.
Yeah.
You're running around like Western Coerthus with Sir Lamebird of the spiked butt chasing you down in the snow. Just complete my fate.
Complete it, please. I think out of all the expansions that we've had so far, kind of teetering on some of them, but I think Heavensward has probably the most somber, like, feel to it.
This is kind of jumping ahead a bit. Well, it's kind of more like meta lore, but Yoshi P, when he came out with that slide just a little bit ago, now that we're going to go into Endwalker, he said that this part of the story was, what was it, like, it was like the sun setting or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I think it was like Realm Reborn was the morning, Heavensward was like the afternoon, Stormblood was like the sunset, Shadowbringers, yeah, Shadowbringers was the nighttime, and then Endwalker was the dawn. I think that's right. Something like that.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and like relook at that, but it was kind of funny how it all just sort of the whole story arc that we have been in has all been periods of pretty much the sun waxing, the moon waning. Just phases. But yeah, we are entering probably one of Warrior of Light's darkest moments. They have like very little friends left. And we're about to enter a city where everybody hates us.
Yeah, keep in mind we're wanted criminals. Every scion fell one by one, and now we're left with Alphino and Tataru. One is depressed and the other one is just sad. And meanwhile Warrior of Light's like, man, do you remember when I used to like fight like level 1 ladybugs?
I know. It started out with the pretzels. So it
literally started with the pretzels for us.
You handed out pretzels, and you're like, this is gonna be great. And then you're like, oh, I made new friends. And then some of your friends died. And then you're like, well, that's okay. I can save the rest of my friends. And then you did. You saved the rest of your friends. You even saved Thancred, who was possessed by an Ascian. And you were like, this is great. And then all your friends started dying again.
You're like, what am I going to do with all these pretzels? They're staling.
Yeah. So...
And now we're going to
we're done with all of our friends dying now. We're done with that.
We're done with that. We don't need any more friends.
Alright, well, let's talk to Alf, or do we want to talk to Tataru first?
Oh, yeah, I don't have it up yet. Oh, so,
You need to...
Well, usually I read the descriptions. Usually I read the descriptions of New Game Plus. I forgot.
Told me I've been staring at Alphino Tataru in here, and you've been in an empty room this entire time.
Luke Larks is really alone.
I wish Tsuyaya could be in the room with him, so she just come bonking with her staff.
So yeah, we're gonna start with Heavensward Part 1. Owing to schemes in the shadows of Ul'dah, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been scattered, and the Warrior of Light has been forced to flee north. Though granted shelter by Lord Hotchfont, heroes must press on to Ishgard. But what trials awaits in this reclusive nation, locked in a never-ending struggle with dragons?
With dragons.
Heavensward Part 1. And also, in case you guys are seeing it, Larks is in a new outfit. This is the Ninja Heavensward outfit. I kind of have it where Hotchfont actually gave this to Larks to combine with the weather in Ishgard. So I kind of have it where Hotchfont's like, I got this for you. Do you love me? So yeah, there they are. Okay, let's talk to Tataru first.
Okay. I gotta figure out what is her. I was copying off of her Realm Reborn voice. So from now on, you're gonna notice several voice changes as of Heavensward. People got new. Alphino's one of them.
It's very drastic. It's very different.
It took me a while to get used to his, but now I prefer his newest one. So, I
Hers is a
think
little
any of
bit. Tataru's more like it's still kind of squeaky, but a little bit more sassier.
yeah, they lost the squeakiness on her voice, so I'm gonna try to get her. She's a lot more British now too. But there was a lot of more American voice actors pretending to be British in the first game, and now it's like they hired out completely from a voice acting company somewhere out in the UK, I think. But so Blake Ritson will still be Aymeric, and I believe Hoshaphan's voice actor didn't change.
His didn't change.
I think when they hired voice actors for the like Dreams of Ice Patch and stuff like that, they had already figured out where they were going to
Yazale's
go.
changed though. Hers did
Oh,
change.
okay. Well, anyways, on to Tataru. No matter how long it takes, I have faith that we will find the others. With Lady Yugiri Shinobi, Urianger's intelligence, and my Urianger's intelligence, like what is he doing other than playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
And betraying us right now.
My versatility, there is nothing we cannot do. Your versatility.
Well, Tataru's verse. That's good to know.
Yeah, I always pegged her as verse.
Alright, the first quest of Heavensward. Coming to Ishgard. The time for action has come, and Alfino knows what he must do.
He has to talk.
He has to talk. He's a man with a plan.
Yep. Oh, it's
That's
nice
a nice
outside.
etherite.
Yeah.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
Okay, maybe Tataru's still squeaky. Let's see. What does Alfino have to say now? Now that his voice dropped.
He's like, yes, hello, I am more mature now. I've decided not to be a brat.
Ulda made me into a man.
I like his presence. Like, I'll go to Ulda, and I'm like, and what? And get arrested? Like, what is that going to do?
Tatara doesn't even say anything. She's like, well, you know what?
I guess he'll just go get arrested. It's fine. Not at all the circumstances under which I had hoped to visit Ishgard for the first time, but so be it.
To hear you.
They say that the winds can be rather fierce on the steps of faith. Be sure to wrap up before we go. I brought clothes.
Maybe Alfino will finally learn his lesson in Ishgard, maybe.
Never.
How'd you fall? I must go on ahead and speak with the Oh no, I should say it with the Count.
Not the Count.
No, not him. Not him.
Backtrack.
No. Ooh. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. I forgot who I was talking about.
I mean, a lot of people find them sexy, but I don't think much of it should.
The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My sexy manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then.
I sure hope your manservant isn't some wrinkly old man.
I hope now it is. Oh man, I'm glad I caught myself.
The Count.
The sexy Count. Like, wait a minute. If 2 plus 2 is 4. Oh, where's my review?
Alright, what mount did I... Oh, I got the mech.
Well, you know.
Go to Ishgard in style! This is like, yeah, where'd you get that airplane?
Like, holy...
Like, Sid. Sid's building mechs now, it's okay.
You're just on my screen flying, it's so good.
I love it. Yeah,
They're like, there's an airplane to the gates of judgment! Get the man killers! Get the dragon killers!
It's always like fun to see what random it's gonna give me. Now that we have a bajillion mounts, it's like, wonder what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, in case you forgot, there's Midgardsimer. In case you need a reminder.
Oh yeah, he's still following us around. Just a reminder to everybody, like, it is canon that he's just in Warrior of Light's bag or pocket the entire time through this.
Yup.
He'll make you forget. He just landed on your shoulder and it was really cute.
Oh, that's
It was on my screen. He's like, I'm tired of flying now, I'm gonna use your shoulder.
Oh, the words of House Photons. Yes, you may pass. Proceed to Ishgard. Yes.
Open the gates. Open the gates.
The gates.
So now we get to see what we'd seen in the trailer / opening cutscene. Only now it's with our characters rather than Meteor Kun.
Kind of Meteor Kun, except now he has blue hair.
Yeah, you're kind of you're here, so you're almost Meteor Kun, but get the blue hair. Did Meteor Kun ever have like a beard or anything? I guess he has stubble. Oh, there's high-pitched voice lady.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Heavensward. We are here. And it's depressing already.
Those children already throwing shade at us. We're like, dude, we just walked in.
Did you see that Lullavil's hat? And that guy's weird outfit? Like...
This is Ishgard now. They dress differently.
They're like, they need to be pushed off into Witch Drop immediately.
I mean, have you seen Zuyaya's hat? They're probably looking at Zuyaya's hat like, what the heck?
Okay, so the manservant is sexy. That's good.
Yeah, he's got a mature look to him. Gosh, he's so tall. It's like, I can't even get up to his boot. The hat, though, makes her come up to his waist. This hat is like,
yeah.
She's wearing this hat on purpose. She's like, I'm tall too. Yeah, this hat, she's almost Alfino's height.
Speaking of Alfino, look at him in his coat.
Yeah, he finally decided to dress warmer. He even has like a little sweatshirt on underneath that. It's like a little turtleneck.
It took one expansion for him to learn his lesson.
Are those tights? I don't think I recall him ever wearing tights before.
With white shoes with a brown coat, girl.
I mean, Tataru's got a weird, like, army green going on. It's not a good color, Tataru.
Let's see.
Who are we
What is
talking to
Alf?
first?
Let's talk to Alfino.
Okay. From afar, the spires didn't seem so tall. Now they look really tall.
And foggy. Let's see, what up, Tataru?
Gods, I feel like a child in a giant's castle. So I like say, I don't know. Am I slightly taller than you?
She's kind of tall. Well, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
like a
take off
couple
the hat.
inches. No.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe judging by where their chins are, Zuya is maybe like an inch taller.
Kind of hard
Okay,
to
I
tell
didn't
with her
put
hat
her-
on.
Zuya is at medium Malifaux height. I didn't put her at the smallest nor the tallest.
Oh my god, my screen's
just
showing that your
dead.
staff was impaling her through her head.
Yeah, I had to move a little bit. Zuya's
We
step
didn't
is-
get into the. We just entered the gates, and Tataru's already dead.
Well,
Manservant. Greetings, Master Shallow and Mistress Zuyaya. On behalf of House Fortoms, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you all would come with me. Slowly, now. We don't run in Ishgard.
I like that they're like the shining pillars of Ishgard. It's like there's a lot of broken down things. And they showed off the High House's flags. I'm like, your flags look a little bit burnt there.
Just a tiny bit. I guess, I think from what I remember, the little bit of the early fight of the Steps of Faith fight did break out a little bit in Foundation.
Yeah, so what we did not witness, or what was only alluded to, was that there has been fighting very recently. Oh wait, is a dead dragon corpse here? I think
oh yeah,
you can look down off the wall and find a dead dragon body.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more than one. Yeah, so the dragons have come through, but now those corpses look like they've been here for a while. I don't know. But yeah, there's been some war going on.
Just a little bit. But yeah, Ishgard is broken into two parts. They have Foundation and then they have the Pillars. You will notice a slight change when we head into the Pillars, and you kind of get an idea of how Ishgard is structured and how they care about people.
Also, there's so many stairs. You guys are gonna be out of breath the entire time. Look at this is like only one half of the stairs we have to climb.
So yeah, now that we're up here in the Pillars, everything looks beautiful. It's like, gee, I wonder who they care about more, the rich or the poor.
You know, rich have more money to do stuff. The poor, they just get to starve down there. That's their role. That's their duty. Still more stairs.
That Hrothgar's breaking the rules. He's running.
Technically, we're running. We're just not sprinting.
Oh, you're right. We have already broken the rules ourselves. So here is one of the couple of the High Houses areas. So we have House Fortoms on this side, and then it's Hallionart on the other side. It has the rose.
If it's the rose, then it's Hallionart, yeah.
Hallionart, yeah.
It showcases that they're bros. They're like, hey neighbor, we have potlucks together.
I think on the map, Durandare is closer to the markets, and Zemail is closer to the Astrologian area.
Yeah, that makes sense because we got a Zemail running the Astrologian place. Or was he Durandare? I think he's Durandare.
He's one of the Durdaders.
Durandare.
Alright, let's see. Alfino! We'll start with you since we've been doing that.
I didn't see Alfino behind the Hrothgar, so I started talking to Hodgefont.
Oh, it's okay. Alfino says, to look upon the splendor of these heights, one would little suspect for the ruin wrought by the wyverns below. He even was like, did you guys see those corpses?
Did you see the dead dragon bodies? Like two of them.
Is it just me, or is the air up here different? You can almost smell the wealth and power. Gods, it's making me feel faint. Well.
There's a lot of money up here.
The warrior of light and his brave companions walk in the streets of Ishgard at last. Oh, what a sexy sight.
It's like, calm down, Hodgefont.
I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. I wrote it so many times in my diary. Allow me to present to you my family home, Fortom Manor. Well, I should like nothing more than to show you around, specifically my bedroom and/or basement, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made. I'm thinking about stuff in my diary.
It's like, I cannot wait to write this moment down in my diary.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
For the record, Count Edmond will always deserve the Best Dad Mug Award.
Gotta give him the best dad mug. Number one dad in Ishgard.
So we have Cat Edmond, DeFortom, Artorial, and Manolin. But we're gonna pretend Manolin's not there.
Manolin's not important.
Do you want to voice Count Edmond?
Sure.
Okay.
As I have said before, my home is your home. After all you've done on our behalf, it is the least I can offer.
Aw. Best dad. Let's see, Artorial. Greetings, Scion, and welcome. We are honored by your presence.
I'm sure you are.
I'm sure. And Manolin.
Oh, do I gotta be Brat?
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
They'll be whispering about you soon, if they aren't already. The mysterious guest of House Fortals, or some such. I can't wait until he calls us old boy. I gotta get out my Gatsby voice for him.
The House Fortom Steward. Greetings, Master Shallow and Mistress Viaya. How may I be of assistance? Oh,
you do here.
Oh, he's like the only one that will actually be able to ask this. I'll just ask him about Ishgard. More than 1,000 years ago, Halone appeared before King Thorin the First. I was like, King Thorin I. I was like, wait, what? King Thorin the First, and bade him lead his people to the Promised Land, to the lands we now call home. And so the king and his knights 12 did as was commanded. They came to Korthus to found a great kingdom in the Fury's name. But the great worm Nidhogg would not have it so. With hatred in his heart, Nidhogg sought out King Thorin. In the ensuing battle, the king and half his knights were slain, but his son, Huldreth, rallied the others and drove back the fell beast. Thus did the war between our peoples begin, the war between dragon and man. For 1,000 years, Ishgard has stood against the Horde, and not once were our defenses breached. until the day Lady Iceheart's allies shattered our wards on the steps of faith. Though the wyverns were slain before they could breach our defenses here, those in Foundation were not so fortunate. Unarmed men, women, and even children were made to feel the Dravanians' wrath. Walls can be rebuilt, but lives lost can never be reclaimed. My lord the Count knows this all too well. Great!
So insight into what Lady Iceheart did.
Yeah.
A little tidbit about the first Thoradin and Haldreth.
Yeah. Remember that story too, because that's going to play a part. Oh, and of course the manservant. It is an honor to have you with us, you two. I bet.
I'm going to bow.
Let's see, Haldreth. So, what do you think? Be honest. It's great, isn't it?
What do you think of my room? Do you think the bed's soft?
It's very jumpable.
You can bounce on it.
Tatara, what do you think?
So this is what the inside of a manor of a high house looks like. To think that Lord Hotchafon was raised here. He certainly acts like he was raised in a dungeon.
Taking in the sights. Alfino has a mind to learn more about Ishgard. I bet he does.
He's like, I'm going to learn things. Study! That's all I'm good for.
Oh, we lost our voices.
Though our friends in House Fortom have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home, so that we might become more self-sufficient. I'm throwing away my crayons. I'm being an adult now.
I'm gonna use markers.
I have felt tip markers, Prismacolor. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Gossip. 'Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. And party! Very good. Then my manservant who I heard is sexy, shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have.
Oh, what?
Was he supposed to say something? Did he just like...
He just made like a weird face. I got concerned.
But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part.
My phone number.
Their documentation is in order, I trust.
Yes, my lord.
I have here a piece of paper that says, I do what I want. It is signed by Amric. So that you may use it.
Enjoy these high house butts. It's like, oh, you draw these too.
Oh, you draw butts too. But it's like a fancy calligraphy butt. Oh man.
Oh, maybe not.
No, you can pretend that the butt's somewhere over there.
It's no longer a unicorn. It's just a butt on their shield.
Oh, I realized that you on your screen can see the whole thing, but if you're a Lalafell with a big hat, you see like half of that passport. These documents identify you as wards of House Fortom. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. I don't think they've seen a Lalafell in a long time, so they might be shocked. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortoms, and I will lay hands with them in the parking lot of Denny's if they say anything about it.
This cane has a gun inside of it.
Yeah, I don't walk around with this cane because I have a limp. But let us hope that it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. I don't want to see you throw hands at a Denny's. That's scary. Zuyaya, Lars, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's get turned up. Let's go!
Come on, vamonos!
I put a small bottle of vodka in this hat of mine. It's like, wait a minute, Alfino, are you legal to drink yet?
Since we, like, lost everything, Zuyaya's hat is now our storage. Oh, hello, Lightning. Didn't know you were in this world.
Oh, guest appearance, Lightning.
Alright. So, let's say Alfino first.
Okay. I confess, it has been a long dream of mine to visit Ishgard. To my childish self, her towers, bridges, and cobbled streets seemed akin to something from a fairy tale. And I have never quite outgrown the fantasy. He's just kind of like, ooh, we're gonna go to Disney Castle.
He literally thinks he's at Disney World.
Yeah. I'm glad I have a map. It's in the corner of my screen. Do you have one?
As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon. This is not where you hopscotch or anything, it's just a Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only you meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services. Holy shit, that rabbit girl just came out of thin air. Before descending to Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If there are no questions, I have one. Good, we're gonna keep moving. Alright, to the hop.
This
to
is
the
the part.
hop.
This is the part where you'll be running around the city trying to get all of the Aetheryte shards too.
Oh yeah, and ether cards.
Or else you'd have to run everywhere. But we don't have to do that, we've already done it.
This is true. You know what, we spoke to Alfino first, we're gonna start with Tataru this time.
Okay. Oh, they're awfully fond of the statues, aren't they? I counted like 12 of them. Hey, what if I took up sculpting? I bet you could make a fortune in a place like this. And we need every gil we can get because we're broke. We don't have anything
We don't
left.
have any fucking money.
Our bank account is in Ul'dah. Where can we not go? The Holy Vault, where the Archbishop Thornton VII rules from on high. I wonder what it's like up there.
Oh yeah? Oh man, looking up to the vault right here is kind of eerie.
It was all the fog.
Ooh.
He's up there somewhere, I don't know.
He's up in the clouds!
And if you look down below, they're building the Starbucks.
We gotta have that pumpkin latte. The Hoplon. So named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. We love our plazas. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Be in awe.
Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thornton's famed Knights 12?
Very good, you little shit. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thornton I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Have you heard this tale of our story of our nation? Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master of the markets. Remember, you walk, you don't run.
You can slip down those stairs, and there's a lot of stairs you will fall down.
Don't know if he talks about it in the tour, but this building right here is the Scholasticate. This is where a lot of the youngers learn. I think
It's Ishgard High School, but only for the rich people.
Yeah, basically.
You can't go there unless you got credentials.
We'll be exploring that place later. In due time. Ah, here's the markets. Alright, let's start with Tataru.
If you want to buy something, let me do the talking. I could haggle for Ulda. Not a single scorched stone in sight. To watch these merchants going about their business, one would think the dragons had never attacked.
Oof. I present to you Mistress Elise. Mayhap you would like to say a few words? No, not really. I'm good.
Suyai is like, I could do with some tea right now. That tea looks really done. I think you should take it off the fire.
It's kind of scorching.
Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all...
Fugitives!
hand over our passport like it's nothing. Ah, Lords of House Fortune. How very interesting. Count Edmont has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish. Which may be some time. Maybe a whole year, I don't know. Accordingly, we have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming if you're content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. You do have money, though, don't you? If you have the coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armors, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see.
Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza and Foundation. If everyone is ready. Allow me, I have to use the bathroom. Great, we're moving.
Yeah, I was like, I want some of that tea.
Give me that tea! I haven't drank in days. Alright, going back down the stairs of hell.
Yeah, it's like, why would you want to climb these stairs, like, every day?
These Elzins must have thunder thighs.
I'm guessing Aemric must, because he works down here, but he lives up there. Of course, I don't think he returns back to his mansion very often.
I kind of feel like he might
why...
want to avoid it as much as possible.
They're like, wow, he works so hard. I hear he sleeps at his own office, and Aemric's just like, I am too exhausted to go up those stairs.
I'm really winded.
I'm gonna just sleep here for the night. Goodbye. Lucy is like, alright, my lord. I'll come wake you with the 9 o'clock tea.
With the Goodnight Moon book. Tataru.
Do you ever get a funny tingling feeling when you attune to an aetheryte? Or is it just me? No? It is just me. Must be aetheryte intolerant or something. Oh, I have already attuned myself to the aetheryte. I trust you have as well? Like, you didn't just skip over it in your excitement to run to the house for Tom, did you?
I did that. My first time here, I ran past that aetheryte like a boss.
I think it's a common thing. Most people, they're like, oh, I forgot to attune to the aetheryte, and then you can't teleport back here.
And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now.
The game's like, please don't leave this area without attuning to that.
We have warned you now.
We have given you ample warning. Just walk up to it and put your hand on it.
The better half. Your guide is eager to continue your tour of Ishgard. Well, I hope you attune to the aetheryte.
I didn't see you walk over there, so,
We're moving on. As for our next destination...
Mayhap we should decide together. What else can be found nearby?
You don't like me as your tour?
No.
Well, fine then. The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it's best you don't go that way, Simba.
This is the Darklands. Oh, well, now I want to go there. Why is that?
I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alfino.
Hold your noses when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Aye, it's me, Vagabond 1. You misjudged me, sir, for I'm no lord, but a humble traveler, even though I speak like a lord. Excuse, I'm unsavory character. Oh, well, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the hot blood and gawp at the statues. Ha! Well, if you mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. You are legal, right? If your nursemaid'll let ya. I got hot girl shit to do. Bye!
Oh, God, that guy's haircut. Oh, my humblest apologies, Master Alfino. Pray, pay that drunken lout no mind.
Oh, but I must. I love drunken vagrants.
That's the ones I recruited to the Crystal Braves, did you know?
I once got in a riot fight, I'll let you know. I got a bloody nose once. It was...
And I only cried for 20 minutes.
Yeah. See, I can attest to that. She also mopped up my boo-boos.
She's the one that punched me in the nose.
She thought I was one of the lordlings, which, looking back on it, I kind of acted like a brat. Anyways. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. One so drunkenly made, too. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Larks.
Not really.
Yeah. Like, no.
I don't see the
you can't
logic
even
in
drink.
it.
Alf, you know, you're underage. There are a few
I
sources
don't
of
use crayons
information.
anymore.
He's like, I'm an adult now. Give me a vodka on the rocks.
With a marker.
He's like passed out after one drink later. Like, let's just take him back to our room.
He just had a Jello shot.
It's just one Jello shot. You see, there are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too, because I'm adult supervision. I'm actually legal to drink. The man servant's like, I guess
we're going there.
Alfino's like, this isn't vacation time. We're here to collect information.
This is war.
So the Knight's Most Heavenly is here, and then to the right of it is the bar.
But not just any bar. The Forgotten Bar.
Forgotten bar. The Forgotten Knight. My favorite bar in all of Eorzea. Mostly because it has these two people over here, but we're not gonna talk to them right now.
It's literally an anime intro over there. Let's start with Alfino.
May I have one Jello shot? No, I mustn't.
I love it when we make her joke that just goes with the story so well.
I don't know. Yes. I've got a good feeling about this place. Mostly, do you know how much I partied back in Ul'dah?
They didn't call me the secretary to Taru for nothing.
Taru is like one of those responsible sorority girls, but she's still like a sorority girl.
Once more, I must urge you to reconsider. There are
no Jello shots.
There are several gentlemen who appear less than pleased by our presence. Oh.
Sadurgu always has that face on. It's okay.
Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern.
We but recently arrived in Ishgard, and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her most notable establishments. Master... Gibrelant.
Gibrelant. Just Gibrelant will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but...
He's like, in that corner, that's where people take a piss.
I pissed there, too.
We all piss there.
We all piss there. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's, decent food and a Jello shot you're after, you could do much worse.
Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors.
Ah, spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-dusty nights, and so forth. Drop in. Dusty.
Dusty nights.
Oh, off-duty nights, I mean. Did I say off
Gotta dust off the nights!
Off-duty nights and forth. Drop it in.
Now I'm imagining somebody coming around to Amric with like a little duster.
They're like Pigpen from the Charlie Brown.
Dusty. Maybe it's all their shiny armor and they can't reach those big giant pauldrons. Do you see how big Amric and Lucia's pauldrons are just by themselves?
It's true.
Like, excuse me, my lord, I'm just going to dust this off a bit.
and so forth, dropping in on their way to from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind. But not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You seem more like a cranberry vodka type martini type of girl. I mean boy. I mean, who are you?
Alfio's like, you're an Elzen too. You should know the ways of our people. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask?
You ask a lot of questions. Because
I
when
like
the
to ask questions. I'm nosy. Do you not know this?
Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it.
I see.
And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind. Which is why, considering your present company, that sexy manservant you have behind you, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below. And something sharp in your boot, just to be sure.
Zia's like, oh, I already have like 3 knives in my boots. I shall take your words to heart, sir. I need to get some boot knives. It's like, no, we're not entrusting you with knives, Alfino.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet. Master Alfino, I think it would be best if we return to Fort Hop Manor.
You go on ahead without me. I have more than enough knives in my boots. I am staying for a drink or two. Give me 5 Jello shots, and I want them different colors.
Miss Satoru, I am afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all, a maiden. I'll be locked in Hartifon's dungeon for a week.
Tataru's like, don't you worry your ass. I've been partying before you were born. He's like, but I'm older than you. What are you up to, Tataru? I also want a Jello shot. She's like, no Jello shot for you. Look around, Alfino. The tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Also, I get all the fucking free drinks I want. Don't mess with this plan. Indeed. But will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? I could shank a bitch in a moment, you don't know. If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dream. I'll be fine.
That was the last time we ever heard of Tataru again.
That's it.
Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment.
He's just like, to Tataru, he's like, hey, you want to do something later? She's like, I got my number right here. So everybody's like, Tataru's already picking up people.
Damn it.
Oh, well, that settles it then. I guess you're
drinking.
Well, Zuyaya, Larks, and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me via Link Pro if you require assistance. Or if you need help with those Jello shots. I'm just saying. I will, but no Jello shots for you. They're all for me.
Damn it. That's fucking war.
Come back to me in at least 4 years.
Did she say anything else?
Don't you worry, you two. If there's any news of our friends, I'll find it. Now shoot, I need to get these jello shots on. These got like all lined up, but it's like rainbow colors. And she's like, alright, as we leave, like, alright, who's ready to party?
Well, there's only one thing left to do. Turn down for what?
Like rave lights. We leave and it's like, oh man, the party's really starting to pick up.
You just see
now.
like the rave lights going through it, and everyone just looks at one another.
Averick's next door, and he's like, Averick's like, what's going on over there? And Lucia's like, I
Do
believe
you
it is...
see those rave lights? He's like, they're both like sitting in bed, and like Averick is like sewing with like those little tiny glasses. He's like, did I leave the stove on? No, I didn't.
Like, oh, I believe it is Jello Shot Thursday, my lord.
And
it's like, oh, I wish I could go down there, but it would be improper. But I do like the blue raspberry Jello Shot. It's my favorite.
Oh, let's see. Does Arturo say that? Oh, they do. How do you find our city? Beautiful, is it not? Like my face.
Like my wonderful nobility face.
A man.
Is that... it is the smell of mead. How, were you down for the Jello shots? Those are amazing. Newly come and already sampling the delights of our taverns. Oh yes, I like you. I like you a lot.
Oh. We are getting hit on.
Like, Father, can I go down for some Jello shots?
No, you're banned, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was kicked out last Thursday.
Oh yeah, Hanawa. What? Pray not, do not concern yourself with me, sir.
Oh god, he's gonna be Mickey Mouse. If anybody should be Mickey Mouse, it should be a Manole, not hit.
Oh, true.
Ottawa has all the brain cells, and Manolane does not have.
Yeah, but no one will expect it.
I don't know if this is explained, but Ottawa is not another child of Edmont. He's a page that lives here. So, if you're wondering where this small child came from, he's
He's
sort of a...
There's the door!
He is under the service of how... I guess maybe he's another war... But he's a page. He's just a page. He's a knight in training.
Yeah.
Alright, we're
Edmond.
talking to Count. Edmond. He's like, oh, you smell like Jello shots. I see. Tell us then, Master Alfino. Does this card meet with your expectations? And what do you think of our Jello shots? I didn't get to sample any of those, so. But Tataru is, so I'm sure she'll give us a review later. That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with me every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns and Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy.
Man, that window got bright.
And now it is no longer partying time, it is now the early morning. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Amaric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, but, alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. So I was like, I guess.
Sure, why not?
That is a most generous offer, Master Alfino. You are guests in my home. to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or linen. Nevertheless, Ishgar's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I will not refuse. I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? Could you babysit my sons? They're grown adult men, but they need to be babysat. You understand. From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. I got a hold of some of your crayon drawings. I've put them up on my fridge. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, I hear you just hit things. As for you, Mistress Suya and Master Shallow, I had to remember what your last name was there for a minute. Your name's not Larks.
Larks.
Larks. I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a woman and man, with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artoriel and Emmanuel in their duties. I've heard you babysat Alfredo quite a lot. Can you babysit them?
I beg your fucking pardon.
Artoriel, your mouth.
I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need for our honored guest's assistance.
Oh, now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero is offered to do his work? Bitches.
That was the turn of death.
That was the...
Do you know what this cane can do?
He's like, I have this cane for a reason, boys. Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting of your station, and show Mistress Suya and Master Larks the respect they deserve. These are the warriors who slew Gaius Van Balsar and some half-dozen primals besides. They are not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boys or girl. If you can pardon their impropriety, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand, even though they don't deserve it.
Can't wait.
My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you.
I learn nothing. I'm walking out of here like a boss. I'm going to turn down for what down there?
He's just like, I need some Jello shots after that.
Well, what do you think about all that?
So it seems that we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In true, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. I hear they don't have many, like, young people. Like, they got children and elderly here. By granting us patronage, House Fortams has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. I heard you got babysitting duty. Good luck with that. I don't know what that's like. Or like, oh, we had to babysit you so many times.
You were the baby.
Now Count Edmont gets to babysit you, and oh my god, finally. Somebody else is doing this. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. I love doing things that benefit. I love doing things that are benefiting myself as well. Like, that's my thing. Anyways, I'm off to go sign some papers or something. Alright, now we get to choose between asshole 1 and asshole 2.
So it looks like it's asking for over the wall. Oh, so it's Artorial first. Okay.
I don't know. I usually do a mana lane first, because the one with Artorial... I don't know. I feel like I want to do a mana lane first.
You want to do a mana lane first? Okay, that's fine. Let's see, what does Hano have to say? Oh!
Gosh.
Master Shallow and Mr. Zviaya, Lord of Manlin would like to speak with you.
Oh. He's a lot more serious than that.
I know, we gotta have one comic relief.
I think that's gonna be a mana lane.
Onwards and upwards. When a man like Lord of Manolin is in high spirits, you can be sure that trouble is in store.
Oh, shall we be off then, old boy? And, is that a Lalafell? Small girl. So you guys like, I'm going to set him on fire! But where are my manners? A Madeleine de Fortom, second son of Count Edmond de Fortom, trueborn, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You are absolutely right. What ill fortune is to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all? I just spend my time drinking a lot, that's all. Well, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true. But who could be satisfied subsiding on a meager allowance, overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old boy. Not I. They only give me like $100 per week. Anyways. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tale of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts. Or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artoriel. Ambitious, I grant you. But then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Oh, no. Don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we're here to aid the good men and women of House Holinar. You know, our good buddies. You know Francel? I heard he's celibate. Anyways.
I don't believe him.
They have ever been steadfast friends to our house. Though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity. Poor blighters. As for what precisely we'll be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Let's just wing it! Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. You know what an airship is, right? I don't know what foreigners do.
That word. Airship.
Airship. Oh, I love hearing that word. Airship.
I don't know why some people have like stress disorder over that word of airship.
Yeah, what's PTSD? You know, is that just a really fancy word for anxiety of being bummed out or whatever?
Boop. Boop, boop, boop.
Zio's like, we could just throw ourselves off this wall instead, Larks. We could just jump. It's not hard. The railing here is not that tall at all.
And they do, and the credits go, children of the land, do you hear?
And that is how Ishgard was not saved, because the mana lane was like that. Oh, you changed clothes.
Oh god.
Oh, look at you. You're in big boy clothes, aren't you? Huh.
Oh, my lord! There's still the matter of the bill.
What?
Everything has been taken care of, old boy and small girl. Simply tell the attendant when you're ready to board, and away we'll go.
Oh boy. Are you ready to depart? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Would you like to board the airship to Camp Cloudtop? Well, yeah.
Yes, we do.
I'm like, yes, queen.
See, Cloudtop's got a little bit more of a less somber tone to it. I want to ease into the somberness of Western Coerthus.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
I like that they bring an airship to dock on an airship. It's like, we're gonna put this airship on top of this airship. The fun fact about the airship we're landing on right now, it's actually not flyable right now, so I guess they're just using it as a docking point, useless otherwise.
Ah, the good old Sea of Clouds.
Hmm.
Let's see, Hanawa.
My lord, you mustn't wear your belt so loose. You'll trip over your own sword.
Okay.
It's awfully cold up here. I mean, Coerthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And, of course, our hero, who is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all of the time, you know. It's like the Darks is like, that's Yaya trying to keep herself from killing you.
He's like, what?
Never mind. He's like, she never talks. What's with that? Is that one of your things that you warriors do?
You do that all the time.
You just kind of sit there all stoic like, okay, well, never mind. We need to find Lady Lionette. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent.
Oh gosh.
He's like, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to help him. I don't want to do this.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Almost fell off the airship.
Airship. Yeah, so I think even before these events, Ishgard had been designing airships that Garland Ironworks, Sid's handiwork, had designed for them. Because before Cid had come to Eorzea, I don't think they had quite had the airships that we see today. Like, they had their own kind of transportation, but the superior builds of Garland airships hadn't been introduced until Cid kind of snuck over with the technology from the area and just be like, I'm giving a huge advantage to all of Eorzea right now.
Does that mean a mandolin is sagging? Is a loose belt the equivalent of a backwards hat? I guess.
Oh gosh, he's got his pants down low. Ugh.
He's wearing like the baggy pants.
And Manolane is the epitome of Ishgard fuckboy. So
That never got fucked.
yeah, he's still Chad virgin.
Master Shallow and Mr. Zuyaya, welcome. I am Sir Lynette de Hallionart, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you two. I am in your debt, you see, and I shall ever remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon the world of a false inquisitor, and he would forever remain celibate.
I think he wants to remain celibate, and she's like, oh yeah.
Alas, I don't believe him.
Nobody believes it.
A knight must go where duty demands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Halone, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's saviors in person, and to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly, I don't know what I've done to deserve this double blessing. I feel like I could just pass out.
Tis a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Lionette. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on the battlefield or in a ballroom.
Lord Emanolin, if it's not too much to ask, I shall be grateful if you allow me to finish speaking with Master Shallow and Mr. Zuyaya.
But you've not noticed my low-hanging belt.
Anyway, we're going to ignore that thought over there. Count Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravanian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing out all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu, with whom we have had several skirmishes already.
Oh, no beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two.
I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Shallow and Mistress Zuyaya.
Zuyaya's like holding back. It's just rage.
So he thinks he's hot shit on Instagram because he's got 400 followers and all of them are sex bots. That's correct.
Yeah. He's just like, oh, you see this lady here? Lady, what's a fake name I can come up with? Rotoyal? She thinks I'm hot. It's like, oh no, that's not a real person. Ah, my lovely lionette. I shall win your heart yet. What is it? Lanayet?
They're so hard.
I know. I have to read
Unless
it slowly.
they've actually said it in cutscenes, I'll be able to say it. But if they've never given us that name in a
Ishgard
voice,
names are the worst. It's like Lanayet. Yeah, Lanayet.
Laniet?
It's
That
almost
sounds right.
almost like Lana.
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 Let's see, Lana what? My lord, pray not do anything rash. Oh, he'll do something rash on a what? Let's see. An indispensable ally. Lady Lionette knows all too well what must be done to ensure that your time spent in Camp Cloudtop is not for nothing. While I understand Count Edmond's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. true, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience. But if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Manolin from shirking his duty. Gee, wrecked. If my Instagram followers aren't real, then why do they keep asking for my bank account number?
Yeah.
That sounds
I bet
alright.
he gets catfished all the damn time. A request for Lynette? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Is she shy? Oh, surely she must see me standing here, but a few yalms away. I could have been listening to your conversation, but I didn't. Oh, never mind. What is it?
Oh. A mission of paramount importance. Keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Roam about and keep an eye out for anything unusual. Or ...
You know, Zuyai is not gonna say anything. He's gonna look at her like, she's gonna look straight into his eyes.
Larks will probably say, roam about and keep an eye out for anything unusual.
So Zuyai stares into his eyes and says nothing. Just really intense fury.
What
He's
does he
like-
say to the ...
He's like, well, that's rather childish of you. and then you're forced to talk to him again.
Oh.
So
goes-
now I'll choose one.
Oh, he goes, oh, okay, so you probably get this then.
Yeah. A mission? Yes, of course. That is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks.
Oh, he says something different. The other one goes,
Yes?
oh, is that all? No leading the Vaughn against a beast tribe stronghold or some such? Well, it's a rather droll task, but who am I to deny her? I shall begin at once. And then he walks, and then he runs away.
Different dialogue. Different dialogue, same outcome.
Yep. Hey, Hanawa, what's up?
Ah, Master Shallow and Mistress Zuyaya. I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Hanawa, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Manolin. Lady Lanina would have me accompany Lord Manolin on his mission? Ah, I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Whee!
Yeah, they don't really introduce Ottawa like with it. You're still kind of sitting here like, who is this kid? It's just like he's trying to train to become a knight, and so he's gotta pretty much be a Manolin's little servant,
Yeah.
little servant boy.
Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you. At least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Oh,
See ya. He's like,
I'm like, Thancred.
She's like, I saw how you looked at him with fury in your eyes. I like that.
Meeting the neighbors, Lady Lana is eager to get to more important business. Now that Emanolin is out of harm's way and away from me, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year, until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitude towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Marielle. She could use your assistance. Why not? I love Cloud Top. Feels like a big treehouse.
Yeah. They're like, what's a fantasy treehouse we can make? And then we'll make it bigger. Mr. Suya and Miss Master Shallow, I presume. Lady Lafayette told me you were coming. She shouted it up here. I think you probably heard her.
I heard it through my telescope.
Yeah. You can do a lot of things with telescopes. I hear tell that you've never faced Vanu before. Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. And they're really big, you can't miss them. These birdmen are native to the floating isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the XIV. They're fluffier than that. Unless the XIV's mother was a gigas.
Oh.
Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in the areas, kill or drive them away.
Let's kill some birds.
My favorite thing to do, killing indigenous beastmen of the area.
It's not like we're trying to get people together or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Dodo. Goodbye, Dodo.
Dodo.
Speaking of birds. So
There
these
they
are the
are.
Vanu.
So just like the Ixal or the Amalja or the Sahagin. We didn't really have to deal too much with the Sahagin. There was that time with like Leviathan and then they just were like, okay.
Alright, well. And we're done. The only ones that weren't totally violent were the Sylphs.
Yeah, the Sylphs were... Even then, they still summoned Ramu, but...
True.
They were okay. They weren't shouting, "Death to Eorzea!" You know, like...
You steal yourself from my struggle, you find no Vanu lying in wait.
It's like they were just both stood, you're like, alright, you ready? You ready?
Oh, this is for you, Kate. This is a Gaily kitten. It's a little kitty that flies.
I think they're void sent. I think that's the lore behind them.
Oh, there you go. Now he's a little... It's kind of hard. It's hard to show because he's flapping so much, but it's a cute little kitty with the bell and he has wings. I just wanted you to know that these exist, Kate. And also, this thing also exists. It's a Paisa.
Oh my god, the frickin' Paisa. They're owl monkeys?
Something
We're not gonna
like that.
speak of them.
We're just gonna keep it moving.
They are kind of cute, though. A little fluffy. It's just...
If they were high on weed.
Ah, yeah, they always have those big eyes. It just... I keep getting flashbacks of the frickin' Chirp and Palace of the Dead, and that was the end of you. Chirp.
Chirp, yeah.
Chirp.
Where are they? Oh, there they are. There we go. Dead. Well, maybe if I actually summon my bird. There we go.
I believe the scientists out here in the Sea of Clouds have been studying the Gaelicats, and there are void sent from out of one of the pillar or one of the how many rings of the void there are? They're lesser void sent. They're not actually cats.
In our hearts, they are.
They attack you and scratch your eyes out.
So
like a
do
real cat.
so do cats in real life.
You're right. You're right. Finished with your patrol? Didn't get scratched by any Gaelicats, did you? Alright. Well, anything to report? Huh. Maybe it was too much to hope for a day without the skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Haloni has blessed us with a mighty ally.
Sense of urgency. An undisciplined unit is a unit ripe for destruction, as Sir Mariel knows.
Hey, you ready for some more fetch quests? Awesome. Except for your recent clashes with the Vanu, I cannot have escaped your notice that things have been rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloud Top is a backwater of no significance. And, of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted Protector, is in perpetual state of needing repairs. So even were the Holy See to come under Dravanian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Mr. Zuya, Master Lark Shallow, this is where I don't remember your last name. This is where ambition comes to die.
Oh shit.
If you haven't aspirations for advancements, you'll be right at home. We all just kind of sit here and drink mead. Oh, we also get the jello shots, but sometimes we don't get gelatin. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. You remember how to do emotes, right? We haven't asked you to do that since the beginning of A Realm Reborn.
Let's see. There's one... Wait. Where's this one? Is it right?
It's on the ground.
Oh, is he on the ground?
Yeah. He's actually one of the last ones you visit because you have to get around. You have to go around.
Oh. This is when I start losing my sense of direction.
They make you look for it in Heavensward.
You better work, bitch. Oh, and guess who it is? And Manolin doing fucking nothing. Let's see, Hanawat.
Well, as you wish, my lord. Should I spy an outflyer, I will alert you immediately.
What are you doing?
Oh, well, hello there, old boy. Slayed any Vanu champions yet? No? Oh, well, let me know when you have so I can make myself presentable for the... Yeah, like, do you want me to yell at him? I can just yell straight into his ear.
I have to find Psych. I have so many.
Luckily, I have that on my hotbar. See, I was just gonna yell. It's just gonna be like, ah!
That looks like I need to take a poop.
Oh, is it attack? What should we do? What should we do? Ottawa!
Ottawa, hold me!
Yeah. Oh, that scream you yelled directly into my ear. Had me fooled there for a moment. An amusing jest. I'll bet a tad cruel for my poor ears.
Oh, Midgarsford just breathed fire at him.
Oh, then your little pet over there that kind of looks like a dragon, but I don't think it could be.
Looks like a Gila kitten.
I think that's a Gala cat. Yeah, it's a really weird Gala cat. Well, surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty. Yet, still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Lanayette will give me a grand mission as benefits my station.
Oh no, wait for me! Ah!
Alright, well.
Oh my god, the skybox right now. Oh, it's so pretty.
It's starting to become nighttime.
Look at those clouds. At Cloud Top.
Oh, then you go towards the Vanu, and then it's turning into what is the Umbral Gales?
Oh yeah.
Umbral Wind. Get some magical weather up in here. Where'd you go? Up north?
You're looking rather grim. Why so serious? Why is that Lalafell next to you so serious? That hat is so serious. That Vanu are no real threat. They're no serious. And the Vanians couldn't give a fig about us because they're not serious. I'm gonna psych you up. Gods, where'd that come from? That was so serious.
Zuyaya's just screaming at the top of her lungs.
Why is that Lalafell screaming? She's so serious. Fine, if you insist. I'll make an effort to be more seriously alert, but really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines. It's just the way I like it. It's not so serious, thank you very much. It's also serious around here.
Yeah, it's like, I hate Ishgard. I hate Ishgardians. I hate them.
So serious. Oh god, the guy's
There's so
face.
many silver hair. Oh, he's a blondie. Oh, is there anything fluffier than a cloud? I fucking love clouds.
Jello shots are pretty comfy.
This guy's had way too many jello shots. Oh, what? What is it? Is it the Horde? Do they need my jello shots? Oh, by the fury. Whatever possessed you to scream like that? I've never heard a Lalafell scream like that before. I'm awake. Worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. Think about airships. Airships in the clouds, the fluffy clouds.
They're so serious.
So yeah, it's like, is everybody in Ishgard like this? Are they all like this? Can we get one normal Ishgard?
Amark is the only one.
He's the only sane one. So yeah, it's like, where is he so I could just sit in his office for the rest of this game? Oh, many thanks, both of you. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. They seem to be running away in fear. Huh. Not what I was going for, but at least it's got them animated. Beg your pardon. Lord of Manolin said what? Well, I have no doubt that Lady Lanayette will do her utmost to oblige him. She'll probably send him out to the cliff over there.
Hope springs eternal. Sir Mariel fears what might come of Lord of Manolin's newfound ambition.
If Lord of Manolin is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Lanayette will want you to accompany him. Aye, you might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable.
I'm guessing not many people like Manolin
He's
that much.
got a reputation.
Oh, speak of the boy. He back.
I'll have you know that I trained with some of the finest instructors in Ishgard. You and me, we could march right into a Vanu stronghold and give them all what for. I bet they paid so well for your training.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And just when everything was going so well.
What happened? Oh, Master Shallow, Mistress Zuyaya, Lord Manolin has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany?
So yeah, it's like, all I did was yell.
Oh, you yelled. Oh, you weren't being serious enough. Okay. Well, There's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe?
No.
Excellent.
Please kill him over there.
We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to attain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vorsion Siren, to the east of here. I will have you and Amandaline bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu Scots ranging from the nearby settlements, of course. That all pairs in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained. But you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Well, good luck and be safe.
Jazz, like, look, if he falls off one of these little tiny islands, it could be made out to be a mistake, you know, like just a small accident. It
Everyone
likely
falls.
happens here all the time.
Everybody falls in Ishgard.
Lady Lanayette told you to tell me about my mission once again. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it?
Oh, whoa. A vital mission on the success of which the very survival of Camp Cloudtop rests. Procurement of potable water. Go and fetch a spring crystal from the floating lakes to the east. With me. Our ...
Is he gonna... Again with the silent treatment. I don't understand this small little lady. Really now? That's just mean. That's mean. And then he turns away.
I'm gonna choose. Go and fetch a spring crystal from the floating lakes to the east. With me.
You're not making this sound terribly appealing. Still, I shall be glad to have you along. Come along then.
I just have it where Larks is just like he just does not like Manolin at all.
I just stares at him. He's just like, she ever going to say anything?
All she does is scream at me.
I can feel her gaze, her piercing gaze, straight into my soul. I have a feeling that we're gonna be friends.
Let's see.
I had heard the minstrels' tales of these lakes, but I never honestly believed that they were real.
Well, they're real.
So this is Vorsion Siren of legend, and nary a Vanu in sight. How disappointing. I could do with some sports. I know. Why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Ottawa shall judge our entries on size, purity, and, say, aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. I'm running now. Into that battle right over there.
Well, I wish you had at least stayed within sight.
Nope.
Nope. Not today.
Alright, this is the part where I run around not knowing where any...
Oh, yeah, so this is also introduced the big plot circle where you look everywhere and you can't find it for 15 million years.
I think it's just, you just gotta go around the perimeter of it. Yeah, like you start over here. You check this spring crystal, and then the other spring crystal, and then the other one, and then you just keep going.
Water crystal on pure exhibit the properties described by Lady Lanette. Perhaps you should inspect another.
See, I was like, I guess you could check that one, I'll check yours.
And I was like, I'll go check yours again, you go check mine.
See, I was like, nope, this is indeed a shitty crystal.
Let's see. Here's another one over here.
I don't know if you have to inspect all of them, or...
This one's a piece of shit. Okay. Excuse me, Larxene, you're really on top of me right now. This is not...
Oh.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, he's like, I found it. I found the good one.
You found it?
So you don't have to inspect all of them, it's just specifically this one. If you can remember from the last time you did it. Which luckily I had done it actually just a couple days ago on an alt account.
Oh, bye, Larxene.
Larxene's like, I'm out of here for this one.
The crystal appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it's the sprinkler Lady Lionette seeks. Huzzah!
Got the right one. Let's get out of here.
Larxene, get back.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it'd be so terrible if a manling got devoured by one of these lake creatures.
By the Leech King, no doubt. Huh?
Oh, the one that looks like a small butthole.
Oh, there's a lot happening around Ottawa.
Ottawa, watch out! There's a giant dragon!
And a PT Cruiser.
It's a mech. They're gonna face each other off in battle. Alright, well, they're distracted.
Oh, Master Shallow, Mr. Zhu, do you see those things?
Yeah, just don't pay them any mind.
Oh,
They seem to
never
be
mind.
docile.
I'm not gonna ignore the Alexander and the Coil raid behind me. Have you brought your entry for the contest?
The crystal's so aspected to water that it feels wet to the touch.
My understanding of such things is limited. But can this truly be used to draw moisture from air like water from a pump? Fascinating.
Okay, that's all I ended class. A series of unfortunate events. Oh, watch font. Hanawa is more than a little concerned for Lord Emanuelin's well-being. Aren't we all?
Yeah, guy's like, oh no, he's not here anymore. We might as well go inform his family of his death.
Lord Manolin has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. Mayhap I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask you insist me in looking for him. We shall find him more quickly if we split up, because, you know, I could be in danger by myself. Pray, search the southeast area of the Vord Sea and Saran as swiftly as you're able, and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. I promise I won't get captured.
He got captured.
And then we never heard from him ever again.
Some say people could still hear his voice in the sea of clouds. Sometimes they hear his,
My potatoes! Ah!
Oh no, Manolin, where are you? I hope you're okay. You surveyed the surrounding area for a time, but no sign of a Manolin. That sucks.
So I was like, well, looks like he's gone.
Oh, let's go home.
Another fatality for Ishgard.
Another hand.
Another hand touches the beacon.
Excuse me, Dodos. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Master Shell, Mr. Zuyaya, Lord Manolin. Lord Manolin's been taken by the Vanu. They had my lord surrounded. A whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. To the Hanawa Mobile.
Oh, 'cause 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 I was like, wait, where is it? Wait, I'm like, where? We're like in the same spot.
Yep, we didn't follow him. He just ran.
We just stood
We're
still.
just kind of like, do we have to? It's Lark's going like, come on, Zuya, no, we have to do it. We have to save him.
Oh, it's a schling. Well, no.
Zuya beat you. She's like, I'm out.
The stars sure are pretty tonight. Oh, excuse me.
It's like, Lark, you're going to give away our position.
Vanu must have taken him to that village. May have to present to their chieftain. I'm gonna walk away now. He's dead.
He's dead.
I will make haste to the Rose House.
Oh God.
And tell Lady Lana what has happened. Yet by the time I return with aid, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking you to, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Emilian in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable. Maybe we should just leave him. No, he doesn't deserve this.
Oh.
To the Hanawa-mobile!
And then he gets captured.
Then we never hear from him again.
Well, it tells me to speak with Hanawa, but I need to rescue a manlin.
Rescue a manlin! It's like you even got an exclamation point, like, do it! Rescue him!
Alright, guards. Prepare to meet my blade. Your dance does not scare me.
They're like, quick, bring out the dancers!
Oh, I just one-shotted that one.
Yeah, is doing pretty well with her spells, even for being synced down to 50. Oh, I guess we're 52 now.
Oh yeah.
We are now level 52.
Oh, I got 6 of them on me.
Zeus just taking them out one by one. He's just kind of like, I'm a mage. I don't tank things well.
By the Fury, you're not going to eat me, are you? That's not what you do to prisoners, is it? Larks, Zuya, I'm over here.
So I was like, well, we'll be over
Nelly's
there.
come to free prisoner. Spread word like thunder and cast them into Cloud Sea. Not today.
Gotta get this brambleweed rope off of him.
I am now untying.
It's like he keeps slipping through your fingers, like, jeez.
Whoa, the way he got up. That was thoroughly unpleasant. Netherlings slink away like gullible gaily cats. Rally warriors of Gundu, let none escape. Why is a mandolin running so slow?
He's like, oh no, I got the slow motion filter on.
Oh, he just got punched in the face. on my screen.
I mean, as we should. His name is Amanalain the Lofty. What a title.
What a guy.
Hachafont gets the silver fuller. Aymeric is Aymeric of the blue. He gets to be lofty. I like that they're like, Aymeric the blue. It's like, well, he is really blue. Have you looked at him?
I see chocobos. Help has arrived. The sexy kind. Hachafont,
Is that you? Thank heavens! Get us out of here!
Keep Madeline safe, you two. We will hold these sexy birds off.
I like that Hachafont happened to be in the area, and they're like, your half-brother has been captured by the birdmen of the air, and he's like,
Your brother's an idiot.
He's like, yes, I'm aware. I wonder who his
there you go,
friend is.
Hachafont. What, damn.
House for Tom Knight friend he has.
Come on, Malin, use those legs. You climb stairs all day.
He's like, I shouldn't have had that whey protein shake.
Oh, duty complete. Okay.
I can't complete the duty because Amandaline's running so slow. I'm like waiting by the night, and he is still running over here. So guys, like, get your... Aren't you elves supposed to have long legs?
Reinforcements.
Alright, now I got duty complete.
There you go.
Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vondo, royals like
Now I got
blackest
loading
storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
Oh, what is that thing? That thing is huge.
What are those?
Was that a whale?
The white, mighty Bismarck, Lord
I like that
of
everybody
the
like
mist.
spent a moment gawping at it. Like, oh, like what do you do?
At that moment, you're just like, you know what? This is my life.
A flying whale? By the Fury, it's a primal. We must away. Damn!
Damn, said Archibald. Damn.
Oh, this is not very sexy of you. Oh well, now this is really sexy of you.
Bloody typical. All right, we're going in.
I'm tired of saving you guys.
like, oh gosh. I come here, I've like been here for 5 seconds, and I saw a giant whale, and I'm like, well, we gotta go check that out.
I'm sure our friend is there.
Yeah, Sid doesn't even know that the Warrior Blight's there. He's just like, there's a giant whale. I bet the Warrior Blight's there. Let's go.
Also, if you notice, Sid has a new outfit.
He's got an upgrade.
And a new voice.
He's like, I know this place is cold. I'm gonna make a new outfit.
And I'm gonna make it hot. Okay, Larks with his daggers as he's Naruto and made it look like he was an airplane riding up to the airship. Oh shit, it's back. Sid! Make a right! Well, that happened. Let's see. Watch font. There you are. We are all of us still alive, my friend, and we're still very sexy. Let us take solace in that most simple blessings. Let us take a moment and realize how damn hot we are.
We definitely do hot girl shit.
Manolin, you suck, says Kate.
Gosh, Manolin, if you'd only pulled up your fucking pants and ran faster. Oh, frightened me? Oh, for a fleeting moment at most.
Alright, Sid, it's good to see you again. In your new outfit.
We miss you. You're built for Ishgard outfit. Oh, the gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. Oh, no need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. Alright, more than a few. It was by blind chance that brought us together this time, in case you were wondering. I really don't follow you around. It's just somehow fate keeps putting me in situations where there's a flying whale, I guess. Anyways, the Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks with assistance, or for assistance with the creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying. I checked it out. It seems they didn't put an engine in here. That's kind of a thing you need. So, I have to teach them that airships don't just fly on magic. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye. Gosh, don't say so many C. Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship. Only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow, and everybody was groaning. Small world, I thought. Nothing bad will go wrong as long as the Warrior of Light is here. Just as said lordling's manservant skated into view, babbling about his master having been captured, and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, they say, is history. Very well. I hate to cut short our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and I'm very broke and I need to get paid. So, the boys are already at hard work. Don't worry, old friend. We'll speak again soon, I promise.
Bye. Oh, he runs. He's like, I want to get away from this. That fucking whale unnerved me.
He's like, why is it that every time you're in the area, something just goes fuck backwards?
A reward long in coming. Lord of Manolin appears to be rather pleased with himself.
Oh, very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. very well have died, you know. Me! Dead!
You're about to.
No, Zuyaya would always protect me. You just pats her on the head.
And like fire comes out of her mouth.
On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. And that, old boy, and small girl, was no small feat. I have made an historical discovery. A fact even Lady Lafayette will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? So like, he's right here on the edge. Like, we could just...
We literally could push him. And we could just say the whale ate him.
Yeah, we could be like, it's really unfortunate. Like, it just kind of snapped him up like a Scooby-Doo street. Like...
For the first time, Larks and Zoo are like, you know what? A primal's not that bad to deal with right now.
Yeah, you know, just little whale snack there.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about my little Lalafell. Oops. Oh, there's Onawat.
Thank you, you two. Thank you. If you had not rushed to his aid, I dare not think what would have happened. He could have died.
I'm like, oh no.
Oh, praise Halone. I feared the worst. What happened out there?
There was a whale!
A whale? Are you sure?
How did you miss it? It was right over there and it was huge.
Yet, now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior toward the people of Camp Cloudtop.
Ah, you mean to say that they have fallen under the primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Elfino.
When did he do that?
You know, when they were on the airship, he was reading while Manoline was going, ha, winds!
Wind go burr!
Yeah, Alfino gave Ottawa, he's like, here's a pamphlet on primals, and it's like, primals and you, and it's still written in crayon, because it's from his crayon days.
He's like,
whoa, Shiva!
Ooh, she's got boots.
Was her boots that big?
Well, aren't we forgetting something more important than a pamphlet, Lady Lafayette? A little recognition for the hero of the hour, a few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, so on.
No, not really. Oh, but why, yes. You are right, of course. Master Shallow and Mr. Zuyaya deserves all that and more for having risked their lives to rescue such an... I'm going to try not to vomit as I say this, esteemed personage. Well, if there's naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the sexy knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. Oh, but of course. Master Shallow, Mr. Zuyaya, you have done more than enough here. Pray, return to the Rising Sun, Ishgard, with Lord Horchefont, and give my warmest regards to the Count.
Horchefont's like, ooh, airship ride with the Warrior of Light, you say?
On the airship that does not move or travel because I took out the generator?
So it was you who took out the engine. So that's it then. No more forays into enemy territory. Very well. I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Lynette. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances.
Oh, wait for me, my lord! Everyone's like, oh god. All's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing then. We can speak on the journey home. I wrote it in my diary. You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this airship ride.
Hodgepodge's like, I wrote poetry. I hope you don't mind.
I'm going to swoon you. Oh, well that person just killed that Gaelic cat. Oh.
Oh, they probably have the side quest up.
Murder. Murder in the clouds.
I don't know if there's more than a couple of quests where you have to go take down some Gaelic cats.
You can never harm a Gaelic kid and they're so cute.
So you guys like their void scent.
They're so fluffy.
They're literally demons.
Well, I was like, I'm taking this one home with him. I'm gonna call him Mr. Tinkles.
No. There's a little thing. You know how Amric has a cantankerous cat? Some people have wondered if maybe the cat that seems to be old and cantankerous forever might be a void scent. He has just as a pet in his house. That's just a fan thing. There's no confirmation on Amric's cat even existing except outside of or inside Encyclopedia Eorzea. You never see that cat, and that is a damn shame.
I also like how we're just gonna, oh, there's a whale primal. I'm sure it'll sort it out on its own.
Oh, Hashifat's got it covered. He's like, I'm gonna tell Amric immediately! He's like, holy shit, there's a whale!
I confess, I have always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. Two sexy adventurers on my left and on my right. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating.
Okay.
Or mayhap it was just simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. Oh, I need to see my psychiatrist. Oh, in any event, I must make for the congregation and inform the sexy Amric of all that has occurred. Amanolin should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? Oh, I can't wait to be in Amric's position again.
He just walks into Amric's office. He's just like, Amric, you need to hear about what the Warrior of Light did this time.
He walks in, he goes, I almost got swallowed. And Amric's like, yeah?
I thought that was the goal. He's like, no.
No, you don't understand. This whale was trying to swallow me.
Amric's like, I am very supportive of your, endeavors, but don't you think a whale is a little bit trying?
And that's why the whale was never left to sit, because everyone was misunderstanding Hajifont.
There's a gap here where we don't know exactly what happens, but nobody, Hajifont reports the whale and then nothing is done about it. Nothing at all. Amric's like, whale, okay,
Okay.
Alright, I'll put that down on a notepad over here.
Hajifont's ex? Question mark?
Hajifont dated a whale once. He has it on a sticky note, and the sticky note's somewhere below his desk. He's like, oh wait, I think I still have that.
Meanwhile, Lucia's just doing a heavy breathing, I need a cigarette. Let's see how I want.
My lord, the cow was utterly beside himself, you two. Just a mercy you're not here to witness it. He was...
Madeline's like, Father, there's a whale.
He's like, that's not nice to talk about your older brother like that. Whoa, the zoom in on his face.
Oh, it's you. Both of you. Oh god, did you have to strike me so hard? My face is precious on Instagram. Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloud Top. Called me, a little wimp for running away. And how I endangered the lives of others through my own, recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? I get no thanks. Oh, well, I'm gonna go lay down for a bit.
Wait!
And that was the Madeleine, folks.
Da-dum, boom!
Hopefully we never have to deal with him again.
Oh, and then we have the other brother, but I think that might be for next time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that was the beginnings of Heavensward. And already, we already have a primal on the loose.
We got 5 minutes into it, and they're like, here's a primal.
Oh, it was good to also see Sid, that he's also here in Ishgard, so we just have another familiar face.
Yeah. I like that he got invited, you know, as a professional into Ishgard. Meanwhile, we're like, you know, we had to have Hotchafont beg his dad over and over again.
They're just like, Sid, definitely opening the gate for that.
They're like, oh, Sid's allowed. They're like, well, we got this broken airship, and Sid's like, this airship isn't even like, this doesn't have anything in it.
It's a picture of a generator. Where's the actual generator?
Somebody just drew a picture of this generator with a butt attached to it.
Like, is that not what a generator is? Sid's like, I'm gonna be here for a while, aren't I?
And he was. And apparently we came with a Madeleine for a couple of days out there, according to Sid. Because he said he arrived there... What is it?
That makes sense. And then, you know, Tataru's out partying in the broom. Alfino, I think, has at least found a corner in Ishgard and is crying right now. I think that's where he is.
Yeah, apparently we arrived some few days before him with an Ishgardian lordling, he said. So it's like, that whole adventure, I guess, took a couple of days, even though it felt like one really long afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Tataru is getting turned down.
She's turning it up. Alfino's in the corner crying, saying it's all my fault still.
No, he's actually out doing, like, political things. He's with Count Edmont, like, being an intern. I think that's what he is. He's being an intern right now.
He's reading a book of how to not be a douche.
Yeah, he's starting to be like, okay, I need to graduate from crayons and being a snotty brat. Is there any books on that?
We have the Grow Up for Once Boy book.
He's like, I'll take a copy, yeah.
I'll take the Curious George book too.
Yeah, just for fun.
It says readers ages 9 and up. I am up.
There we go. See, Alfino's fine.
He's fine.
He's cheering himself up in small ways.
But we have reached the ending, so if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really want to support the series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell so you will be notified the next time we go on stream. So, next time we'll be helping the other brother out and also see what else is happening in Ishgard. Hope to see you then.